Yo, what is going on, YouTube? What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Corey, back in another video, man. And I'm outside with it, bro. We got a mukbang. This is my breakfast. 5 eggs, egg on waffle. This is the same thing that's in my little course, my ebook. I'm just doing this to show you guys, this is really what I eat. This is really what I do every day. And the reason I'm doing this is because I wanted to be more personal on this channel. I do a lot of reactions, and that's cool. Don't get me wrong, I love doing the reactions, especially to the pop balloon stuff. I love reacting to those. But the thing is, sometimes I feel like that's not my content. I'm literally just watching someone else's content. That's not really my content. I like to make my own content. I don't want to just be like someone that leeches off other people's content. It's cold out here, so I just need to be more original. So that's why I'm also starting a chess channel. I'm deciding whether or not to do the chess channel on this channel or on its own separate channel. This channel is basically just everything that I like. That's what this channel is about. Just things that I like to talk about, like self-improvement, fitness, sports, basketball, all the shit that I cover on this channel. And so chess is one of those things, but it's also, that's a very niche community. I don't know if everybody likes chess. I'm doing this without a plan. Oh my gosh, it's so cold. I'm gonna have to move in a second. All right, so we're back in the studio, man. And so, like I said, I'm just doing this mukbang just to try it out. Not sure if this is gonna be an everyday thing, but I'm gonna try to make it an everyday thing. Starting off on basketball. The Lakers been looking pretty good, man. Luka and LeBron is crazy, bro. Come on, dog. Like, that shit is looking really fucking nice at this point. I'm not saying they're gonna win the championship, but they might get close. LeBron is the fucking GOAT. Literally. I was a Jordan guy for a little bit, but to be quite honest, I never watched him play live. He was retired before I was even born. You know what I'm saying? I just look at the stats. Oh shit, this dude averaged 30 points a game 10 times in a row, and he has 6 championships. But when you look at LeBron's sustained excellence, when you look at the fact that he's taken all these different ragtag teams to the finals, he's taken 3 or 4 different teams to the finals, different iterations, not just different teams, organizations, but different lineups, different player roster constructions. He had the first stint in Cleveland when he had fucking Ilgauskas and Mo Williams and shit like that. And then he had the first stint in Miami where he had D-Wade, Chris Bosh, all that. After that, the second stint in Cleveland when he had Kevin Love, J.R. Smith, Kyrie, Tristan Thompson, etc. And then the first stint in the Lakers where he had, who do you have? Anthony Davis, Rondo, Kuzma, Danny Green, Dwight Howard, shit like that, JaVale McGee and shit. So that's 4 different lineups that he took to the finals. Bro, that people take that shit for granted. I miss having LeBron in the finals. I fucking miss that shit. I miss having LeBron and Curry in the finals. Whenever there's a finals without LeBron and Curry, that shit is not good. That shit is not fun. Nuggets versus Heat, that shit was cool. I fuck with the Nuggets because I like teams that rebuild the right way, and that's exactly what Denver did. It's also what the Bucks did, so I fuck with them too. But I don't fuck with the Suns. The Suns never should have made that fucking finals back in 2021, and they rode that high for a long time. People thought that they were actually good. I never bought into that shit. You can ask anybody, any of my friends, I never bought into the Suns hype. I never thought that they were gonna be good. I never thought that they were gonna do shit. I'm not a hater of Chris Paul, but I feel like he's a little bit overrated. You were never gonna win a championship with a 6-foot point guard. Let's just be honest here. He's 6 foot. You have to be able to create advantages in the playoffs. If you want to win playoff basketball, you have to be taller than somebody, stronger than somebody. A large component of the playoffs is the physicality. Being able to back somebody down, get a little hook in, because you just need to just create something out of nothing a lot of times in the playoffs, especially when it comes down the stretch. He'll get you probably about 16 to 18 points a game. He's never been above 20, I don't think. If he has, it's been low 20s. He's not a scorer. He's a good passer. He's a good defender, but how good of a defender can you really be if you're only 6 foot? I don't know. My point is that I never really bought into the Suns shit. I never bought into the Suns hype. I was a Giannis fan for a while, so I was glad to see them win it. But when there's not LeBron or Curry in the finals in the last few years, that shit has been pretty whack. If you look at the ratings, the only ratings that skyrocketed are the ones with LeBron and Curry in it. 2022, that was one of the highest rated shits because you have the Celtics and then you have Curry. That gives you another point because the NBA is really just narrative driven, for being honest. I don't even know who's going to make the finals this year, for example. A lot of people think the Thunder are going to make it. I don't really believe in the Thunder. I'm a little bit of a hater, I'll admit. Shea is good, don't get me wrong, he's fucking good, but I believe in Jokic more than I believe in Shea. And I believe in Luka and LeBron over Shea. The Celtics, they haven't been looking like a dominant team, a dominant dynasty or anything this year, which is slightly disappointing. They should have been. You got Derek White, you got Jay Reed, Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum is heavily underrated, by the way. People will be hating on Jason Tatum just because he's light-skinned and he's handsome and he's dating LMA or he got her pregnant or some shit. This is a guy, every year, he comes back bigger and stronger and better. You can't say that he doesn't play defense. You can't say he doesn't play offense. He rebounds, he defends well, he playmakes, He scores really well. People get knocked Ben Simmons and shit like that, for example, for someone that doesn't improve, someone who stays stagnant, who like Ben Simmons really hasn't improved very much at all since he entered the league. He still has the same problems that he has. What is there to hate on? I do get that part of it is because he's on the Celtics. That makes sense. People don't like the Celtics. That's fine. That makes sense. They're going to realize how good he was when he's retired and shit. People going to look back and be like, man, Jason Tatum was fucking nice. Just like LeBron. People hate on LeBron, but at some point, when he retires, people are going to be crying. You know what I'm saying? People are going to be looking out the window, wondering what to do, just not knowing what to do, how to continue with life after LeBron retires. I saw a meme on Instagram. It was like SpongeBob, and he was like, me when LeBron retires, just looking out the window. Just that shit is hilarious to me. So I think that those type of guys, you don't really know what you got until it's gone. You know what I'm saying, with those type of guys. So, man, I don't know if they're going to make the finals again this year. I'm not a huge believer in Cleveland, not going to lie. They're looking good. They're looking pretty damn good. I can't say they're not looking good, but I'm not a huge believer in them, mostly because of Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell has been slightly underwhelming to me, and I know that they've been winning a lot of games and shit, but Donovan Mitchell is someone that I think, or at least I thought, he could have been in the MVP conversations. He could have been one of those top guys. I thought that he was really that type of player. If he was putting up 30 points a game right now, he would probably be in the MVP conversations, but he's not. He's only putting up like 24, which is fine, but I think you need a superstar to win a championship. If Donovan Mitchell could step his game up and be that superstar that they need in order to win a championship, then I believe in them. But if not, if he's just going to be another high-level all-star, then no, I don't really believe in them. I think Boston will whoop that ass. But I think that I still want to see Boston Nuggets in the finals. I've been wanting to see that for the past 3 years, and it hasn't happened. I think that would be a really good finals because they're good at different shit. Boston Celtics are good at the perimeter game. Nuggets have a tantalizing interior presence with Nikola fucking Jokic, who no one has anything to do with. They have shooters. They got MPJ, Aaron Gordon still. They got Murray still. They got Westbrook, if that counts for anything. You have a post-centric offense with the Nuggets, and you have a perimeter-centric offense with the Celtics. So that's why I want to see that. That's a clash of systems that I think could be a very interesting matchup. I would like to see that. The Timberwolves are not going to be there. The Suns definitely ain't going to be there. They need to blow that shit up. The Rockets, I don't believe in the Rockets either. I think, the Warriors with Jimmy Butler, JB. Now, that's a nice-ass team. Jimmy Butler, Steph Curry, even my buddy off the bench. I went to the Bahamas one time, a tour guide. He was driving a bus, and I was in the back seat. He was talking about basketball or whatever. I think I asked him, is there any NBA players from the Bahamas? Andre Ayton and Buddy Hield. Andre Ayton.
Future Corey here editing, and I just wanted to say that I didn't explain it right. The reason that this is funny is because there's only 2 players from the Bahamas that are in the NBA, and you couldn't even get their names right. Like you would have thought that he knows them, but he said Andre Ayton and Buddy Hills, like, and he was so confident about it too. Andre Ayton and Buddy Hills.
But yeah, Buddy Hill. Still got Loon Dog. Still got AirPods. That's a decent little team. That could do something. What if we got Warriors Cavs again? That shit would be annoying. That should actually be annoying. The Pacers, they're fucking whack. They need to be disbanded. I've been said that for a long time. The Pacers need to be disbanded. They're grass. They've never been relevant a day in their lives, ever. They've never, ever been relevant. Even when they had Reggie Miller, they made the finals once. I'm pretty sure they got swept. They never are bad enough to get a lottery pick and actually get some talented players, and they're never actually good enough to do shit. So they're always in the middle of the pack. Who the fuck watches Indiana Pacers basketball? Literally, who watches that shit? I don't know anyone who's ever been a Pacers fan. Why the fuck isn't Ben Simmons a power forward, by the way? Can someone answer me that question? Why isn't Ben Simmons a power forward? Why do they keep trying to run him at point guard? He can't fucking shoot. Let him be a power forward. Yes, if you're a point guard and you're 6'10" and you're fucking strong, that's a huge advantage. But at some point, you gotta realize what's not working. That shit ain't working. Put him at the 4. He's fucking 6'10". Put him at the power forward spot. I thought Philly should have won that. You really want to know why I don't really best with the Suns? And like that, the whole 2021 postseason was crazy because first of all, you had injuries to the Lakers. I think LeBron or Anthony Davis, one of them got injured. They got knocked out. I thought that in a perfect 2K scenario where there's no injuries, at least the conference finals in the East is Nets, Sixers. And then in the West, Lakers, Probably Clippers. Lakers, Clippers, Nets, Sixers. Those are really the teams that should have won. You had the Suns in the finals. Like I said, I never bought into that. The Bucks making the finals, that was a good little second option. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad that they won. I like that for Giannis, for his career. The Sixers really shouldn't have folded. They really should have beaten Atlanta. Atlanta had no business being in the conference finals, by the way. And not only that, but every NBA YouTuber that I've seen since that day, even to this day, it is 2025, and people still to this day reference that conference finals run. This is hilarious. They're talking about ever since that conference finals run, they've been downhill. Ever since that conference, they talk about everything in relation to that conference finals run. Nigga, that wasn't even a run to me. That was really more of a collapse from Philly more than a conference finals run from the Hawks. If you understand what I'm saying. They clearly had no business in the conference finals, right? That wasn't a good team. Trae Young, John Collins, that's not enough. It's not enough to be in the conference finals. But they were, right? Whatever. But other than that, man, I think that's really it on the basketball side. My fitness page, I already made a couple videos on that, but I'm starting my website. There's one free version, one paid version. The paid version is going to be like $25. Nothing crazy. The free version is free. With the paid version, you get a little bit more. You get demo videos from me. I make demos. You can see exactly how to do the workouts and all that. It's a meal plan and there's a bunch of stuff. And this is mostly for someone who is like a teenager or a young 20s guy, or really any guy who really, but it's really made for that, because it's like stuff on there is really stuff you can make in an air fryer, stuff you can make in a microwave, on a stove, lightly. You don't need to use a lot of seasonings or a lot of different shit. You don't have to know how to cook to make any of that shit. And I did that specifically because that's the type of position I was in when I wanted to get big. I wanted to make muscle. Like if I was starting over, this is the type of shit that I would give myself. That's gonna be $25 version. It's gonna have a macro tracker, a food tracker. It's gonna have the demo videos, a couple other things. And then the free version is going to be just a little bit condensed version of that. I want someone who is in my position to have a blueprint of what to do. It's pretty loose, like the diet on there. Like I said, it's easy to cook, but it's also just not anything crazy. You don't have to have a crazy diet with this specific workout plan, because it's a pretty intense workout plan. You're doing a lot every day. You're going pretty hard. If you're doing a lot of that and you're doing cardio on top of that, if you're trying to lose weight, you really don't have to have that crazy of a diet, even if you're on a weight loss journey. I lost 30, 40 pounds, and I was eating this, but I was still eating pizza and shit. I was still eating McDonald's and normal shit. But man, I'm gonna get up out of here, bro. I'm gonna stop rambling, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you tomorrow with another video. Be sure to stay tuned and check out the website in the description down below. Make sure to like and subscribe and do all that. And, or not. You don't have to. But I'll see you next time. Peace.